Real estate math, okay? FYI, for the past 6 months, almost a year now, right? Almost a year, or more than a year. No math. So if you're afraid of math, you're in luck, okay? 一年多他这个考试都没有顺数题 ，okay? Okay? I have a student who is so afraid of math, okay? And she study tutor, right? And she take the test. Hey, no math. She passed first time, okay? No math, okay? Okay, math is required, okay, when you actually do the business, okay? The most common math problem is area measurement, okay? 最基本的顺数在房地产的话就是面值了 ，OK？ 怎么去算这个面值 ，OK？ Land area, okay, is the service between lot line, okay? 这是你这个地皮的线 ，okay? Dimensions are normally given in square feet, okay? And let me give you some hints. If you have Chinese, Asian, or European customers, right? They don't know what is square feet. They don't know how big that is, okay? They know square meters, okay? Meters square, okay? So you take your square feet, okay? And you basically divide it by 10, okay? To get the square meter, okay? So if you have a 5,000 square feet lot, okay? 有5000方尺的地皮 So 除10的话 okay? 500 500的 square meter 平方米 okay? And then you work it all the way around, you times it by 10, okay? To get the square feet. 反过来的话，你就是方米的话 okay? 平方米乘10就是有平方尺出来了 okay? Why is this, okay? Because 1 meter is equal to 3.xx feet, okay? So it's more than 3, okay? 3 times 3 is 9, okay? So if it's more than 3, it's close to 10 square feet, okay? So meter square, approximate, yeah. I mean, you could go to 9.6 something, right? So it's about 10 square feet, okay? Okay, everybody burn that in their mind, right? Okay, 10 is the factor. Okay, the factor of 10. Just remember that. Okay. Okay, area of a rectangular lot. Okay, 长方形的地皮怎么去算 sometimes on the test, okay, they will ask you what is the most common type lot. 最普遍的地皮是什么形状的？长方形 ，okay, rectangular, okay, not square, okay, 长方形 okay. So how do you calculate the area, okay? Is length times width, okay? 长度乘宽度 okay? 你就有这个面值了 okay? Okay, I'm going to give you examples here, okay? Okay, this is 100. This is 400, okay? So what is the area here? Okay, 400 times, right, 100. 40,000, right? It's very close to an acre, okay? 很靠近一个英亩 okay? So an acre is what? 43560, okay? 43560方尺 okay? How do I memorize this number? 怎么记住这个号码 Any suggestions? 怎么记住？很简单 okay? just remember 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, in sequence, okay, 顺着走 okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. But you know it's about 40,000 square feet, okay, 大概是4万方尺的，所以 so you switch the 3 and the 4, okay, so it's become 4, 3, 5, 6, and don't forget the 0, okay, add the 0 because it's 40,000, okay. That's how I remember it, okay, because this is a weird number to try to memorize, okay. Just remember 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. And then it's about 40,000. So you just flip the 3 and the 4, and then you have the number, okay? Alright, so let me get this out of the way. Alright, so for triangle, right? 三角形的地皮怎么去算? It's the base times the height divided by 2. Why is that, okay? So if you look at this, okay? Okay, when you put these two together, right, it's basically a rectangle, okay? So they say the base, okay, 这个底线 okay, times the height, 乘这个高度 okay. So it's actually, this is a rectangle, okay, but it's half, right? 这是它一半 right? 那长方形一半 So that's why you divide by 2. Okay? I bet your grammar school teacher didn't tell you that, right? Very basic math, okay? So this is how the formula comes about, okay? When you look at it, it's half the rectangle. It's just not half this way, right? Or half this way, but diagonally, okay? So I was just asked these questions too, right? If you don't have a measuring device, right? 你没有量的东西 I give you any cup, okay? I say pour me exactly half cup, okay? How do you do it? How do you do it? Okay? You have your cup, right? So you pour it out until the water line, right? From that corner to the bottom, to the opening, okay? That's exactly half. Try it, okay? Exactly half, okay? No matter what the shape of the, as long as it's symmetrical, okay? Interesting, right? Half, right? So same principle, okay? This is rectangle, so half, okay? Alright, but the glass of water is the volume, half the volume, okay? Any questions on that, okay? Alright, so this is how you do the rectangle. This is how you do the triangle. Now, when you look at this triangle, right? How do I get half? It's not like this, right? But when you build up the walls of this, okay? So this is half of the total area. So you got this triangle, you have this half. You got this triangle, you got the other half. So it's still half of a half. So it's a half, okay? So when you do this, okay, this portion is the 50% that you're taking away, okay? So everybody sees it, right? Okay. Alright, here's a list of things that you have to memorize, okay? 这个你需要记住的 okay? So a foot, okay, 一尺 okay, is equal 3 of them, okay? 三尺等于一个 yard, okay? So if a little more than 3 plus feet, okay, that's equal a meter, okay? They don't talk about meters on the test, okay? 它不会考你这个平方米还是米 okay? But when you practice, when you're outside world, okay, you have Asian or European customers, right? they will ask you in metric system, okay? And you don't have to memorize this number exactly, okay? 1 mile is about 5,000 feet long, okay? Roughly 5,000, okay? 1英里的话大概是5000多尺 okay? Now remember I say 1 acre, okay? 1英亩的话等于43560方尺 okay? So this is the 3, 4, 5, 6, you have to remember that number, right? 43,560 square feet in 1 acre, okay? And then the 1 square mile, okay, is 5,000 times 5,000, okay? Now, in the old English system, they have rods and links and all that, okay? Don't worry about that, okay? They won't test you because it's not being used anymore, okay? And then the township, 一个小镇, okay, is 36 section, okay? It's basically 6 miles by 6 miles, okay? We're gonna get into more of that, okay? 6 miles by 6 miles. Okay, so basically you have that many parcels, okay? One of these squares, okay, is 1 square mile, okay? 1 square mile. Not square meter, okay? Square mile, okay? And then the degree circle, you don't really need to know, but if you know it, it's good, okay? And then 1 square mile, right? Just also remember this number, okay? It's 640 acres, okay? So in here is 640 acres, AC, okay? Acres. Alright. So these are the numbers, not many to remember, okay? The foot, the yard, the meter, okay? An acre, 1英亩, okay? And then a township, okay? 36 sections, 1 square mile each, okay? 有36块，每一块是1方英里, okay? So, and it's 640 acres, okay? 640个英亩, okay? 在这个1方英里里面. So everybody just memorize those 5 to 6 things, okay? 你要记住这个5到6样东西, okay? Okay, area of a irregular lot, okay? 它不是金龟的形状，这个地皮怎么去算？ Okay, what it's saying is that you need to break it up so you see rectangles, squares, and triangles. Okay. Okay, so this is a weird looking lot, right? On the outside perimeter. 这个是不金贵的地皮, okay? So you divide that up, okay? You got S, okay? So this is one section. You got an R, okay, another section, and then you have a triangle left out, okay? So this T. So 你分开3块, okay? 一个是方形的，一个是长方形，一个是三角形的, okay? And then you do the math, okay, of calculating all the areas and then add it up, okay? 你每一块来算，算完之后你加起来，这是这个总数了, okay? So this is how it's done, okay? 40 times 40, 1600 square feet, okay? 40乘40, 1600方尺, okay? And now we are 30 times 25, okay? 750 square feet, okay? 30乘25等于750方尺, okay? And then the triangle 30 times 30 divided by 2. Okay. 30乘30除2. Okay. 450 square feet. 450. Okay. So you add all of this, 1600, 750, and 450. You get 2800. Okay. So that's how it's done. Okay. 你3个加起来的话 ，OK， 就等于这个数字了 ，OK。Okay, so they talk about conversion of square yard, right? So it's 3 feet times 3 feet equal 9 square feet is 1 yard. So for 1 square meter, right? So it's not 3 feet anymore. It's 3.3 something like that. Okay. So then you get about 10 square feet. Okay. Equal to 1 meter square. Okay. 1 meter square. Okay. Okay, everybody understand that, right? Okay. Okay, volume of a structure. Okay, 这个空间怎么去算？They won't ask you on the test for volume. Okay, the only thing if you see volume is called airspace. Okay, 是空间。Whenever you see the word airspace, what comes into your mind? Condominium. Okay. 你要记住 ，OK？ 你一看到 airspace 的话，马上你想到是 condominium，OK？ 这种房楼 ，OK？ 不是 single house，OK？ 那很像公寓的 ，OK？ 就是很密集的 ，OK？Because typically condo have what? Second floor, third floor, right? You don't have land， 没有地皮的 ，OK？Condo。But what do you have? 你有你的空间 ，OK? You have your airspace, OK? Alright, how to do the volume, OK? The missing thing for this room here, the volume of this room, is the height, OK? It's 10 feet high, OK? You know the area is 10 by 15, OK? 面积你知道了 ，OK？ 10乘15 ，OK？ 你再乘一个高度，就变为它的空间了 ，OK？ So you times the area by the height, and you get the volume, OK? So the only missing factor is the height, OK? Okay, percent problems. 这个100%的比例 ，OK? It's very simple, okay? There's a magic triangle, okay? The things that you need to do is how much you pay, how much you invest, okay? 你付多少钱，你的本是多少 ？And the percentage rate, 你的回报是多少 ？Okay? And how much money you made? Okay? 你赚多少钱 ？Okay? So these things are called differently, okay? Okay, most important, they put a first column, right? How much you made, right? 你赚多少钱？它有很多名称在里面。They call it the return, or they call it the profit, okay? 那是回报 ，okay? 这个盈利 ，okay? Or they could just call it the commission, okay? 你赚到的佣金 ，okay? Net income, okay? How much you make? 这个省下来的赚多少钱？利息你赚多少利息 ，okay? So this is the money that you make, okay? Return. Okay, what do you pay in? Okay, you pay in. Okay, 你放多少钱进去 ？Okay， 这个叫 investment 投资 ，Okay， or cost， Okay， 你花费是多少钱 ？or the price 你的价位是多少？还是它涨值 value 你值了多少钱 ？or they call it basically the principal 这个本 ，Okay， 你放多少本在里面 ，OK？ This is the rate, the percentage rate, OK？ 这是比例 ，OK？Rate of return, OK？ 回报率，这个 percentage。Rate of profit, 盈利，这是一个 percent。The commission percent, right？ 佣金这个 percentage， or 回报率 ，OK？Capitalization or 历史，多少历史 ，OK？They're all different words, but they means the same, OK？ 它的用的形容词不一样，但是它基本上这三样东西了 ，OK？So you have three things, okay? So triangle is the best way to describe three things. So just remember, how do you picture this triangle, okay? 这个三角形你怎么去想象 okay? Out of these three, what's the most important? How much money you make, right? 你赚多少钱了 right? So if that's the case, right, it's on top. Okay? Just remember how much money you make is on top. The other two is at the bottom. Okay? So very simple. Okay? Whatever you want to find out, okay, you cover that up. Okay? 如果你想算哪一部分，你把它盖住 okay? And then the formula will magically be in front of you. Okay? 你这个怎么去算法，它就出现了 okay? So if I go like this, right? How much money I make, right? I cover that up. What does it say? Principal times the rate, right? So that's the formula right there. Okay? 所以呢，我赚多少钱，我本乘利息 right? 这个 rate 我就知道我赚多少钱。What if I just tell you this is I make $10,000, I sold $100,000 home, okay? What is the rate, right? So I cover that up, okay? So $10,000 divided by 100,000, right? 10% is how much I make in percentage, right? So if I want to find out how much I have to put in to get 10% from 10,000, right? I cover that up, okay? So 10,000 divided by 10%, which is 0.1, the answer is 100,000. Okay, so that's my principle. Okay, so whatever you want to find out, cover it up, and the formula will be right there for you. Okay, very simple. Okay, 很简单. I wish I learned that in high school. Okay, so it says cover M to find blah blah blah, right? So you guys know how to use this triangle. Okay, so let's do some example. Okay. All right, we have what is the sell price? Okay, they want to find out the principal, right? If the commission amount is 27,000 and the rate is 6%, okay, 他讲 OK， 你卖这个房子是多少钱 ？OK， 你赚到27,000 OK， 那给你佣金是6%。So let's look at our magic triangle. Okay. Okay, how much money is made? Okay, and then the principal and then the rate, right? So what they try to ask you? Principal, right? So you cover this up. Okay. So how much money is made? 27,000, right? And then percentage is 6%, which is 0.06, okay? If you use the calculator, but look at here, this is exactly what they tell you, right? 27,000 divided by 0.06 is equal to $450,000. That's the house that you sold, okay? 所以呢，27,000 ，OK， 除6%，你有45万。你卖这个房子是45万，人家给你6% 这个 commission， 你就赚到27,000 ，OK？Very simple, right? Okay, example number 2. What are they asking? What is the commission percentage? What is the rate? Okay, if the principal is 450,000 and you make 27. So let's look at the triangle again, right? You have your money, you have your principal, and then the rate, right? Okay, so what is given to you? You want to find the rate, right? Okay, so you make 27, okay, and then you have to divide by what? 450, right? 450. So when you do that, right, this is what they have, okay? 27K divided by 450, you get 0.06%, okay? You have to times it by 10, 100, so you get 6%, okay? So 6% commission, okay? OK， 他想找这个佣金这个%比例数 ，OK， 你用这个三角形 ，OK， 你赚的是27000，除掉45万，你就有6% 出现 ，OK。Okay, example number 3. What is the commission amount made? Okay, what is made? Okay, how much you made? If the sale price was this, and your commission rate 6%. Again, the triangle, okay, percentage, right? So what do you have? You cover this up, okay? 450,000 times 0.06, right? This is times, okay? It's equal to 27,000, okay? 所以呢，你把上面盖住 ，OK？ 你赚多少钱 ？OK？ 出现出来这个方式 ，OK？ 45万乘6% 等于27000，你赚到佣金是27000 ，OK？Very simple. Okay, let's have a quiz. Okay. All right. So how much money is made? Okay, you have your principal, you have your percent. Okay. Let's find out how much you make if you sold this building. Okay. This building is $15 million. Okay. $15 million. And the seller give out 2% total. Okay. And you split 1% for the listing and 1% for the selling agent. Okay. So you're getting 1%. How much did you make? So you cover this up, right? So all this is $15 million, okay, times what? 1%, right? How much is that? Anybody? You are right. $150,000, okay, for one transaction, okay? 所以1500万乘1%，这是15万的佣金。This is normal, yeah. Okay.
But the residential is 6% or 3%, right?
Yeah, 2.5% one side. Okay. Okay. The higher the price, right? The lower your commission. Okay. But in commercial, it's everything negotiable. Okay. Whenever we see the word commission, 关于佣金的方面的话 just remember the answer is negotiable. Okay. 它可以讨价还价的。Okay. Okay. Now, how do you convert percent to decimal and decimal to percent? Okay. 怎么转那个点数去100%的比例，还是反过来 ？Okay. So percent to decimal is easy, right? You have your percent. You just divide by 100. So you move the decimal place 2 places to the left. Okay, so 8.5%. Okay, you move it to the left, 1, 2. Okay, so it's 0.085. Okay, 50% is 0.5. 110% is 1.1. Okay, now what if I tell you that 6%? Okay, so 6.0, right? So you basically move it once, twice, okay? So your point is here. So your answer is 0.06, okay, for 6%. Okay, now let's reverse it, okay? You got 0.06, right? To do a percent, what do? You move it to the right, the other way, okay? So now you got 6.0%. That's how you do that, okay? So if you need to convert to a percentage, okay, always remember times 100, okay? You're adding 2 zeros to the right, okay? And then when you do the opposite, you do the opposite, okay? You go to the left, okay? And the perfect thing to remember is that 100%, okay, is equal to 1.0, okay? If you remember that, then you go back to the basic, okay? And basically, 1%, right, is 0.01, okay? And then anything that they give you, you know is less or more, okay? So you can figure it out, okay? So this is 0.095. To a percent, you times it by 100. You move it to the right twice, so it's 9.5%, okay? 0.095 ，OK？ 你就乘100，移动这个点数在右手面2个位置，就变为 9.5 了，OK？1.2， okay? Move 2 places, 1, 2, 120%, okay? 0.009, okay? Move 2 places is 0.9%, not 9%, okay? 0.9%, okay? So this is how you do the conversion, right? Very, very simple, okay? Just by a factor of 100, okay? Okay, determine commission and selling prices, okay? Now this is not a typical scenario, but this is how you split up the commission. 这个是怎么去分配 commission. But remember, okay, whenever you see commission, answer is negotiable, okay? Negotiable, okay? Always, okay? So let's look at this example, okay? You have completed the sale of $100,000 home, okay? The rate of commission is 6%. How much money have you made? Okay, 你卖一栋房子是10万块 ，OK， 佣金是6%，你赚多少钱 ？So the total commission is 6%, $6,000, right? But you have two company, company 1 and company 2, right? 你有2个房地产公司 ，OK， 一个是卖房的 ，OK， 另外一个呢，他帮你找买主，帮你卖掉 ，OK。一半 ，okay? So you split into two, it's 3,000 and 3,000. Here's how much the company makes, okay? But if you're the agent, okay, for company number 1, they give you 70%. Company number 2, they give you 60%. Okay? So 3,000, 70%, okay? 70% 3,000块就是2100，一个 2,100 from this company. But if you work for this company, right, 60%, okay, times 3,000, 60%乘3000, you have 1,800. Difference of $300. Okay. So our company is company X. Okay, we give you 80%. Okay, from the start, right after you get your license, you get 80%. Okay. Most companies don't do that. Okay, they give you 70% only. Okay. Why? They say you only started, you don't know anything, so we have to teach you. On top of that, we're gonna assign a manager for you, and he's gonna take half of what you get for the next 5 sales. Okay, because you need to learn, right? So we don't do that. Okay， 有很多房地产公司，他先给你70%，给一个经理 ，OK， 教你怎么去做 ，OK， 你要做头五个案子 ，OK， 你有分一半给这个 manager 的 ，OK。我们公司不是这样做，马上给你 80%，OK。We teach you how to do it, okay? You keep the 80%, okay? Okay, everybody clear on how it's being split, right? Okay.
What about if I'm the listening agent, also the percentage?
You get both.
Both.
Yeah.
Also 6%, or negotiate the 5.
Well, whatever your contract says, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Profit and loss. Okay. 盈亏怎么去算 Okay. Okay, whenever you have more than one, okay, remember one is 100%, right? Okay. So you have more than 100%, that means you make money, right? Okay. 如果你超过100% 回报的话 right, 你本都回来了 OK, 然后加上你的利 OK. So your 100% is basically your principal. You get all back, right? Anything above that, that's how much profit you make. So 1 plus, okay, more than 100%, you make something, okay? But if it is minus, okay, less than 100%, right? What does that mean? You lose your money, right? Okay, 小于100% 的话，你就亏了。Okay, 亏多少？看 okay. So when you put $100 in, right, you get back $50. You lose $50. Okay, but if I put in $100, right, and I get back $150, I make 50%. Okay. Okay, principal and interest calculations. And if you do have math problems, they use 30 days. Okay, 1 year is equal to 360 days. Okay, not 365. Okay. And remember that little triangle, right? Okay. Interest made. Okay. How much money you make from interest? Okay. 你利息赚多少? Okay. It's the principal, right? Remember, okay, times the percentage, okay, and also there's a time factor here too, right? So you times the time, okay, okay, because in 1 year that's one. Okay, second year you have 2 years worth, right? 3 years is 3 years worth, okay? 因为你赚那个钱是2年的，就乘2 ，OK？ 你有3年的话就乘3 ，okay? So you see this triangle here? They just add the time element here, okay? You just times it by the time, okay? So let's do one problem here, right? What would be the interest due on a loan, okay? How much the bank makes, okay? Of $10,000 borrowed at 9% for 2 years. ，OK， 银行赚多少利息了 ，OK， 那借你一万块，9%，那借你2年 ，OK，so $10,000 times 9% times 2 years, okay, $1,800. That's how much the bank will make, okay? Very simple. What if this is 20 years? You just add a zero, right? 18,000. Okay. They made enough to buy a new car, right? You gave the bank a car, okay? Okay, discount points. What is that? What is a discount point? Okay, 这个点数是什么回事 ？Okay, normally, let's say the bank give you 5% interest rate for a loan. Okay, 普通来讲 ，OK， 银行给你5% 做个贷款 ，OK。So the discount point goes like this, okay? You pay the bank 1%, which is 1 point, okay? 这是1点。Hello？ 哎，你好啊，你在楼上吗？11点会在，对。对，好，我们在2104 ，OK。对，210，对。不是210，对，在楼上2楼 ，OK。好 ，OK， 好，拜拜 ，OK。Okay, let's go back. There you go. Okay. Okay, 1 point is 1%, okay? Let's say you're borrowing for simple math, okay? 100,000, 你借银行是10万块 okay? 1%, right? Of what? 1% of what you're borrowing, okay? So $1,000, right? 1% 1点，这是1000块 right? 1% of 100,000, okay? So if you pay the bank 1 point, okay? 你付银行这个费用1点 okay? They will give you an interest rate of 4.75, okay? So they reduced it a quarter point, okay? So you're basically saving money on interest, right? So some of them, they even give you a maximum. They say, okay, pay me 4 points, okay? So 4 quarter point is what? 1 full point, right? So your interest rate become 4.0. Okay? Now, why is the bank doing this? The bank wants your $4,000, okay, up front to do the loan for you, to reduce from 5% to 4%, right? Okay? They are betting on you, right? You're only gonna keep your house for 2 or 3 years, okay? And then you buy a new house. So they make the $4,000 more up front versus waiting to collect that extra 1%. Okay? And usually they're right, okay? 3 years, 5 years, you find another house, right? So you have to figure out, is it worth it for you to put in the $4,000, right? How many years do you break even? Okay, break even, okay? If it takes you 5 years to break even, you have to stay in the house 5 years. Anything more than that, you win, because the bank cannot collect that extra 1%, okay? That's how it works, okay? 银行为什么收你小1点呢？他先赚你4000块嘛 ，OK？ 赚到你4000块的话，他想象 OK， 你不会待这个房子超过3年 OK。如果你算的话 OK， 你必须要有在这个房子是5年 OK， 你省那个1% 等于4000块 OK， 你没有住这个房子 OK， 5年之内的话 right， 你就失去这个4000块了 OK。如果你住了5年以后 OK， 所有的你都赚到了 OK， 你就赚到银行那个1% OK， so this is what it means。 大家明白了 right？ Yeah。
A lot place they for the refinance no fee, extra fee, that kind. So
Yeah, that's for refinancing. No point, no fee. Yeah.
so what fee they gonna be added somewhere?
Very simple.
If sell house or 5 years, it's a better refinancing.
Oh, it depends. If you get no point, no fee, right? You get a low interest rate, you get a lower payment, so I would take that, right? But then your 30-year, right? From here, 5 years, right? You're 25, right? But if you refinance, right, it becomes 30 again, right? But sometimes they have different programs. They keep this, but you pay higher. It's going to become a 25-year loan instead of a 30-year loan, okay? But the discount point issue is that originally you're going to pay 5%, right? By paying them $4,000, okay? Okay? You get to pay the bank only 4%. So if you figure out it's going to take you 5 years, right, to save that $4,000, right, you have to stay in that house more than 5 years, right, to get this taken care of, right. On your 6th year and 7th year and your 8 years, you are actually enjoying your 4%, okay, not before, okay. Before you pay, this is out of your pocket, okay? Your savings of that 1%, you have to calculate back out, right? $4,000.
Speaking of the loan, if I just take a loan 2 months and then
Oh, you just refinancing? You could refi if you don't pay anything in. But typically they don't let you to do 2 months or 6 months, 4 to 6 months. Then you could refinance.
There's a chance your property tax may be assessed, based on the new value. If your house increases,
Yeah.
that's a problem. If your house increase, the value, your property tax, once you record it,
you go up,
will go up.
Yeah.
You have to think about that.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Right?
You save that money in here and pay more.
Yeah, so the bank is betting you, right? You're gonna move out in 3, right? In 3 years, okay? So you did not even break even with your 4,000, okay? You didn't get your money back, even though you're paying 4%, right? You did not get your $4,000 back, and then you got a brand new house and you get another loan, right? So in that case, for short term, don't pay down. Just keep the 5%, and then that's it, right? Okay. So everybody get that, right? So this is the discount point. That's how it works, okay?
It's good for long term, not for short.
Yeah. Okay, here's an example. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Majors are purchasing a house for $155,000. Okay， 这个夫妻他们两个买一栋房子15.5万。Okay，they will put $30,000 down， 首付是3万块 ，and borrow the rest。Okay， 他其他的会借款 ，which will include a 4-point charge by the savings point. Okay，they're not talking about discount points. They're just saying that by doing the loan, the bank will charge them 4 points. Okay, how much will the points cost them? Okay， 他就是问这个4个点，是多少钱？ So what do we do here? Okay, we have to find out how much are they actually borrowing, right? In order to calculate the points. Okay, so first we must determine the amount being borrowed. So how much are they borrowing? The house costs $155,000, right? They have $30,000 down payment. So you just minus that, and you get $125,000 they have to borrow. Okay, 所以这个房价是数万五 ，OK， 是他首付是3万块，你减掉3万块，他又到银行借12万五 ，OK。So 1% of the loan amount is what? 0.01 times 125, okay? So 0.01乘个12万五 ，OK， 1250块 ，okay? So each point is going to cost them $12.50. Okay, $1,250. Okay, so how many points do they have to pay? 4 points, right? So 4 times 1250 is $5,000. Okay， 它有4点 ，OK， 你有乘1250乘4 ，OK， 这5000块，他又付银行5000块去做这个 loan。Okay, so they have to pay $5,000 to do this loan. That's the answer, $5,000. Okay. Everybody got it, right? On the same page?
Is that up front? As part of their down payment or no?
No, that's not down payment. That's the cost of them doing the loan. That's how much the bank is charging them, okay, to do the loan, okay? Okay, determine proration. Okay, what is proration? Proration 就是分配 okay? And what are we prorating, okay? Because when we transact, it doesn't always close on the 1st, the 15th, or the 30th, okay? Maybe 22nd, right? Maybe 17th, right? So escrow company have to calculate, okay, what belongs to the seller and what belongs to the buyer, okay? So it's called proration, okay? 交易的时候，它不一定是1号、15号、30号 ，OK， 它可能22号啊、17号啊 ，OK， 所以这个中介交易公司的话 ，OK， 它有分配，分配什么东西呢 ？Mortgage interest for the bank, right？ 银行的利息 ，property taxes, OK， 房地产税 ，OK。The seller may pay the whole year already, right? You have to pay the seller back a portion of it, right? 这个卖主他可能1年的税金已经付完了 ，OK？ 所以你要还他一点钱 ，OK？ Fire insurance premium 火险 ，OK？ 一个你用以前的火险 ，OK？ Only if you use the old insurance, right? Typically they use the new one, so they don't have to do proration on that, OK？现在的很多都不用旧的，他自己就买自己的新保险 ，OK， 就不用分配了 ，OK。Rent 租金，一个是投资房的 ，OK， 不是 income property。Let's say you close on the 17th, right? On the 1st, the tenant paid the landlord $3,000. Okay, how much goes to the seller? How much goes to the buyer? Okay. And then assessments. Again, that's taxes, okay? This is the same, okay? Mellow rules, HOA fee, etc. Okay? You have to prorate it, alright? So 他们有分配 okay? On math, use 30 days, okay? 顺序题的话就是用30天来算 In real life, you could use 30 days, 31 days, 28 days, or 29 days, right? February have 2 choices, right? 28 or 29, right? And then you have 30 and 31, okay? 大家知道 right？ 28、29、30、31 okay? Alright, let's do example, okay? If the escrow closes on the 20th day, okay, on a 30-day month, okay, how would you divide a prepaid rent of $1,500 between the seller and the buyer? Okay? 结束这一天是20号 ，OK， 它讲是30天那个月份在里面 ，OK， 他收到的租1500 ，OK， 这个 escrow 怎么去分配 ？The answer, okay, the seller share will be 20 divided by 30 of the whole, okay, 30分之20 ，OK, because he holds ownership through the 20th day, okay, 20号这天还是屋主的。Okay, the share for that other 10 days will go to the buyer. Okay, so the whole 20 days is the landlord, right? The old seller. Okay, and then when he buy the house after, he has 10 days. Okay, so 20 divided by 30 times 15 is 1,000. 10 divided by 30 times 1,500 is 500. So the seller gets $1,000 of the rent, and the buyer gets 500. Okay, very simple. Okay, so you do that not only for rent but for the taxes. But taxes, you have to be careful. Fiscal year starts at July 1st, today. Okay, not January 1st. Okay, fiscal year doesn't start there. Okay. Okay, property taxes. Okay, July 1st, beginning of the fiscal year. Okay. Okay, try this problem. Okay. The second installment of the property tax on the home is $500. Okay. 第二期的房地产税是500块。The seller has paid this tax, which covers 6 months period. Okay, ending July 1st. Okay. 这个卖主已经付了6个月了。Okay. If he sells this property and escrow closes April 1st, okay, how much of the 500 is his share of the expense, and how much would the buyer have to reimburse? Okay, 如果他10月1号成交的话 ，OK， 这个500块怎么去分配 ？Answer: the seller share would be 3/6, okay, 3/6 of the tax bill, okay, because he's paying January, February, and March. Okay, it closed April 1st, right? So the whole month of March, February, and January. Okay, while the buyer would be responsible for April, May, and June. Okay, this is because both the seller and the buyer own the property for 3 months during the 6 months period. Okay, so they each pay half, $250 and $250. Okay, because he paid that second half, which is from until the end of June. Okay, 他6月底 ，OK， 他付清到6月底 ，OK， 所以呢 ，buyer 有4月份、5月份、6月份 ，OK，seller 有1月、2月跟3月 ，OK。Everybody knows how to do it, right? The magic number here is July 1st is the fiscal year, okay? Okay, depreciation. Okay, let's go back here and let me elaborate a little bit, okay? If you didn't remember, 7/1 is the fiscal year. 如果你忘了是7月1号开始的话 and you thought it's April 1st, right? Okay? And basically, they close at April 1st, right? So then you may not have an issue here because of the month, okay? So you're thinking that, okay, he paid the other half, okay, which is the second half, right? So he paid until December, right? Okay, and basically you have January, February, and March. Okay, you're lucky. It's the same answer. Okay, so it's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so over here it says that it's the same. Okay, it just happened that it's half and half. Okay, but if it's closed on a different, but this is the first half, right? First half. Okay, but they say the second installment. Okay, and the second installment say it's not even June yet, right? It closed on April, right? So it doesn't make sense. Okay, so you're gonna say, okay, it may not be January 1st. Okay, if it's July 1st, then it's the second installment. Okay, so you gotta be careful. Okay, so it's July 1st is the fiscal year. Okay, alright, depreciation，这个涨旧，这个怎么去算？ Okay, for income tax, depreciation is a diminishing loss in the value of the building and other improvement. Alright， 它涨你的房楼 ，OK， 会涨旧 ，OK， 所以呢，你可以抵税 ，so you could depreciate, or take deductions, okay, from the depreciation. Only for income properties, okay, not owner occupied, okay， 自住物不可以的 ，OK， 只有投资房可以 ，OK。So it depends on the economic life, okay. The different type of buildings they got different, okay. Some is 31 years, okay. Some is 27 years, okay. 有些他给你31年，有些给你20几年 ，okay. Okay, so let's look at this issue here, okay? 我们看看一个例子 okay? The land is 400,000, okay? 这个地皮是40万。The building itself, 这个房楼是945,000, okay? 94万5。And then the total price is 1.345 million. Okay, 总共这个价位是134.45 okay, 1. Okay, depreciation, how do you calculate? Only the building, right, is depreciated. Land, you don't depreciate land, right? 地皮你不可以涨旧，只有这个房楼。So the time is 31.5 years. Okay, 31.5年给你。Okay, 去涨旧。So each year you have $30,000 of deduction. Okay, 每一年你可以抵3万块的税。Okay, this is how you calculate the depreciation. Okay, it's from the building itself. Okay, 只有这个房楼。Typically for commercial building is 31 years. 31.5, okay. How to find the value of the parcel, okay? 怎么找这个地皮的价位呢？ Okay. This is a different type of, this is very confusing, okay? If you see a problem like this, which you won't, okay? If you do see it, skip it. It's gonna waste you 15 minutes just to see what they try to ask you, okay? But let's look at this, okay? So whatever is in black here, okay? This is the area that they're talking about, right? So let's take a section 7, okay? They say the northwest quarter of the southwest quarter of section 7 is valued at 800 per acre. What the heck does it mean? Okay, let's look at this, okay? The northwest quarter, okay, of the southwest quarter. Let's look at where is southwest. Southwest is here, okay? This section here. That's southwest, right?
1 square mile. Yeah, 1
Okay.
square mile.
西南 okay? 西南边就是这一块 okay? And then they say the northwest quarter, which is this one here, right?
Yeah.
Is $800 per acre. And you can see it's 40 acres, right?
Yeah.
So right there, you times it by 40, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 所以呢，它讲 OK 西北1/4的西北跟那个西南 OK 1/4 Section 7就是这一块 OK 80块乘40个英亩 OK 等于多少钱 ？So it's this one here, right? 32000 OK 32,000. That's what it means. Okay. And then they say the north half of the northeast quarter section is valued 504. Okay. So the northeast section is this section here. Okay. But they say the north half. So it's this whole thing here. Okay. So that's $500 per acre. So that's 2 of those here. So it's 80, right? 80 acres times 500 is $40,000, right? 4万块. Okay? And then you say, what are they trying to ask me? What was the question? What is the difference in the value between the two parcels, right? 他们两个差价是多少? Okay? So 40,000 minus 32,000 is $8,000. 它的差价4万块减32000是8000块. So $8,000 is the answer. Okay. Now, how much time did I spend? 5 minutes? Is it worth 5 minutes to get 1 point? No. Okay. Let's answer B. And then come back to it when you have time. Okay. 你有时间你回来就慢慢去看 OK 怎么去算 OK. Okay, so I think that's all for the math. So let's take a 10 to 15 minute break